Hello everyone, my name is Oscar. I'm with Realty, and today I'm with Miguel Pina with CMG Homes.
Hello.
Lending. So today we are at a refi project seminar, so we'll have lenders out here, and one of them is Miguel Pina. So one thing that really stands out for Miguel is some questions I like to ask him is, if I have a client that wants to do a cash refinance, can he buy two properties under one transaction?
Yes, you can. So we recently did a transaction where a client already owned an investment property and he had a lot of equity in it, so he wanted to pull some cash and buy a new investment, and actually buy two. He was buying a new construction and a resale. So we were able to refinance him. Although the rate was a little bit higher, he was able to pull some of that cash from his existing investment property and put it into two new properties. Closed at the same time. So it was a great opportunity for him. He's cash flowing. They're both rented with the help of y'all. So he's in a much better position, although he refinanced at a little bit higher rate because of all the equity he had, and he invested in something else.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we always get from clients. Like, why would I want to refinance if I'm going to get a higher rate?
Correct. So like a lot of people think I can only refinance, or it only makes sense to refinance if I'm getting a lower rate. But in the situation where you have a lot of equity and you want to invest it on other properties, that's when it makes sense. And looking at the bigger picture, it's still a better investment that way. One of the things a lot of people don't know is owning an investment property, you have a lot of write-offs. So it's a benefit on that end as well. The other reason that you would want to refinance, even if it's a slightly higher rate, is there's a lot of people in debt right now. So maybe you've charged up credit cards, maybe you're putting your child through school. You can cash out on property that you have a lot of equity in and use that cash to pay off all the debt, because you'll be surprised. A lot of people like have a $100 payment here, $200 payment here. It adds up. If you pay all that off, put it all in a mortgage, you're still saving money monthly by doing that, although your rate might be a little bit higher. So it's looking at the bigger picture, talking to a mortgage lender and seeing where are you now, what's your, not just your mortgage, but what are you paying monthly? Are you not alone, credit cards, and seeing how we can help you save money monthly and then maybe invest in something else.
Okay. Another thing, what different types of refinancing do y'all offer?
Yeah, so there's two types of refinances. You can do a rate and term refinance. So you would be refinancing for the purpose of lowering your rate or shortening your term. So you can go from a 30-year to a 20-year. The other type of refinance is a cash out refinance. And that cash out refinance, you can use that money to put your kids to school, pay debt, renovate your home, invest in another property or two. So you can really use that cash to your advantage.
Okay, and when you apply to do a cash out refinance, do you have to use it once you get approved, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we pretty much pay off your existing loan, and then if you're getting cash out, let's say you're cashing out $100,000, you get that $100,000 at closing, and you're able to use it to whatever you need. And one of the things that I've been talking to a lot of my clients about too is, you can buy a house now, although it's a little bit of a higher rate, but think about refinancing in the future because those rates are soon to come and hopefully they'll drop. But reminding everybody that you need to qualify again for the refinance. We check credit, we check income. You don't want to change jobs or decrease your pay. So if you're expecting your income, your employment, something to change, talk to a mortgage lender now to make sure that you're in a good position to refinance in 6 months, in a year.
Yeah, so that usually when you do hear it's good to buy now and refinance later, the thing is we need to know the process of what is going to happen when we do refinance. So that's why we like to talk about
For sure.
this before doing that process. To have a trusted lender on your side,
Yeah.
so when that day comes, you have a game plan.
And it's never too early to start. Like, I've already had a lot of people reach out to me and saying, like, I'm ready to refinance. And I'm like, okay, let's get you started. Let's get your application in. Let's look at credit. Let's make sure everything's really nice. So when that rate drops, it's a click of a button. We lock your rate and we close you in a couple days. But it's important to get started now because there's a lot of things that we want to look at to make sure it makes sense.
Okay, and we have a question. How long does it take the process to refinance?
I mean, anywhere between like 21 to 30 days. We do order an appraisal, so that kind of takes a little bit. But other than that, getting started, we can get started now. Once you want to lock the rate, we can close in like a week probably.
What documents would you need to refinance?
So we do look at credit, we look at income, so pay stubs, W-2s, tax returns. If you own investment property, it's going to be important to review your most recent tax year. So 2023 was just filed, so we'll look at 2023. We want to review that rental income. A lot of people get scared because they're like, well, I didn't make any money on my rental, I showed a loss. It's okay, there's a lot of write-offs we can add back, so let us look at it, let us review it. You'll be surprised, a lot of people are like, I'm showing a negative, and I come up with positive.
And also another question, I've noticed that a lot of people that do have rental properties don't post it on their income tax. Is that something that's going to affect them when refinancing?
Yeah, so like if you own one or multiple investment properties and you've owned them for more than a year, if you're depending on rental income, we're gonna look at your tax return. We're gonna want to see that you filed it on your Schedule E. So when you file your taxes, it's important to tell your CPA, your accountant, I own investment properties. You'll be surprised that some people don't share it, and that's the reason it's missed, not because they didn't want to. So giving them all that information, and there's a lot of write-offs, so it's not gonna, a lot of people think I'm gonna have to pay a lot more on taxes. You'll be surprised from what I've seen, but everyone's situation is a little different.
Okay. Any other questions we might have?
No, we do not. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
If you guys want to share your phone numbers.
Yes, you can always reach me. I'm Miguel with CMG Home Loans. My phone number is 512-954-1394.
And if you ever need any help in real estate, looking to buy, invest, or sell, give me a call. My phone number is 512-677-1258. See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.